Phoenix1. This time, APX on the blue side. They've got that first pick priority. We'll see if they can make anything happen with that. As Sivir once again banned away from Phoenix1. This is the 4th time in a row this has been banned away, along with Azir, and once again, jungle priority banning from Phoenix1.
Yep, taking out those junglers, but puts the Vladimir as well, which was a ban in the previous game from them. Nothing's changed at the moment.
Yeah, nothing too different. Apex now looking for that final ban. Do they fear the Karma? Do they fear anything else? They fear, in fact, the Rise.
Yep, it's exactly the same bans from Apex this game.
Yeah.
It's the previous one, different order.
Yeah, so that Rise banned away.
It would be Nidalee as the last ban here for P1 if they keep everything exactly the same.
We've got to know that that Evelynn is still a possibility. Apex living in Phoenix1's jungle. Yeah, and there's the Nidalee ban once again. So that Evelynn is up. We don't know if Zentinel can play it. Karma being hovered. We've seen a Phoenix1 play it 4 games in a row. But we'll see if they decide to stick with it. I think they might just be showing, hey, we know what you play.
We saw it the last game, yeah.
And the 2 before that, and the 1 before that. Bit of a track record, but now Apex looking for their first champions. With that first pick, they're actually going to lock it in. Karma secured for Apex. Phoenix1, they're gonna have to come up with a new strategy for the first time in 5 games.
See if Xpecial takes that in the bot lane or if it's for Keane. Wouldn't put it past Keane to play the Karma mid. It's not too out of meta. I think it's actually quite meta at the moment. Want to see what his build is, though, if he does take it, because Athene's is really good as a support Karma. I'm going to say it's a fantastic item alongside Ardent Sensor, which you typically don't see both those items on supports, but they're gaining popularity now. But, oh, I really like that in response.
Elise and Zyra are locked in for Phoenix1. Gate has had that banned away from him for a lot of his recent games. In fact, the past 2 against Team Liquid and the 2 before that against Envy.
Yeah, I like this for multiple reasons. The first one is the Zyra is going to almost force a lane swap out of Apex. So they'll put Ray in a position that, you know, he doesn't enjoy being in, and it's an incredibly aggressive lane. Zyra, by the end of the game, is usually doing the most damage as a support, and it's absolutely oppressive. So they have to pick something like a Caitlyn, something that's supposed to be a lane bully, if they do want to go 2-on-2 here on Apex's side. And I like the Elise pick because everything that's left up, Evelynn, Kindred, they don't play very well into Elise. You have to go with maybe a Graves, maybe a Lucian and try to outplay it, but those things are a little bit further down the tier list at the moment. But, I mean, I'm talking about tier lists, Evelynn is coming out.
Yeah.
But still, Elise great into Evelynn.
Yeah, Evelynn has been picked up by Shrimp once again. That Alistar is still available for Apex, so we might see the exact same bottom lane, but that's going to be Caitlyn locked in for Apollo as well.
Yeah, once again, locking that in, so we might see the Ezreal come out again for Mash.
Yeah, Phoenix1, they've got a different support. Don't think we're going to see that Blitzcrank locked in as they're looking for their next 2 picks. Charlie, their coach behind them, giving as much feedback as he can. Got to be able to come up with a new strategy now that the Karma has been taken away, now that he's seen how Shrimp plays this Evelynn with help from Xpecial.
Oh,
Karma being covered.
Yes, do it.
Last second swap over to the Lucian. Trundle locked in too.
So it's just a bully lane. The Kog'Maw alongside the Zyra would have been quite interesting because you would have been able to have a lane that gives Kog'Maw some pressure, and then later on you have a lot of disengage for the Kog'Maw, but it's not exactly the shielding comp or anything like that, but the Lucian is much safer.
Yeah, that sort of has been Mash's trouble, converting his enormous gold percentage into damage, and what better way to force the issue than put him on a champion that has to do damage like Kog'Maw. You're going to have people running at you. I hope you're ready.
Or he doesn't have to do damage. He could run away and die.
Oh, yeah.
Also, splitting his Kog'Maw.
damage.
Splitting his Kog'Maw is something that you never do because he's got no way out, especially if they pick a Twisted Fate or something like that. So the Lucian, focus on that because that's what's locked in here.
Doesn't really fit his style. But Apex, again, as you can see, hovering that Twisted Fate. Once again, looks like we might see that Karma go down to the bottom lane as Twisted Fate is locked in and Irelia picked up by Ray.
Irelia for Ray, aggressive into the Trundle. which I assume that that's where it's going, because it could be a support Trundle and it could be a mid lane Zyra. There's still a lot here on the table. And yeah, this is actually quite the ambiguous composition here for P1. I do assume that it's Trundle top and Lissandra mid and support Zyra, but they do have until 20 seconds to swap it around.
A little bit of flexibility as they pick their final champions. Phoenix1, a lot more disengaged this time around. They can catch the people diving into the backline, that Irelia, that Evelynn, that Twisted Fate. And if they can actually shred through the tanks, they might stand a better chance
they have
getting towards that backline.
Exactly. They have some engage, they have some disengage, they have some dive, pick. Very pick-oriented here. Question is the siege is just a little bit lower, but they need the Zyra there, so if Zyra gets going, if Gate gets going, then he's a fantastic siege tool. Ray, though, more of the same here for Apex. Karma with your composition in the 4-man unit, that's going to be split pushing across from your 1-man, which is Ray. They have a lot of disengage now with the Karma shields. They're able to get away, and they're able to siege with the Twisted Fate, as well as the Caitlyn.
Yeah.
So there's a good composition here for Apex, and P1, you know, it's not as solid, but it's still a composition that I think they can play to the win conditions of.
Well, all throughout the series, we're keeping our eye on Twitter, looking out for the fan vote. You can contribute once again using hashtag APXWin or hashtag P1Win at LOL Esports. Let us know, will Apex take this series 2-0, or are Phoenix1 going to take us to a game 3, to an ace match? Do we still call it an ace match in a best of 3?
I don't think we've ever called it that before. Call it an ace match.
Yeah, it's the ace match. Let's see if we're getting in as we load onto the Rift for game 2.
Yeah, Phoenix1 chance.
Yeah. Still generating some fans despite some initial troubles over the course of the split.
The thing is that these players, you know, they have fandoms, and also the Phoenix1 organization came in and they took a lot of players in that were having a lot of issues with their previous organization. So they're saying, like, this is a great org. So they're treating their players well, regardless of substitute or not.
Experiencing some difficulty on converting those into wins despite some good plays. Shrimp. Oh,
Smited.
Oh,
That's how heavy he is on farming.
Spiderlings. Oh, Apollo is going to take a bit of damage from Mash. Chunked down to 210 health. Oh, boy. Top laners.
You start laughing and taunting over and over again, and the other top laner starts laughing and inching towards you. It's like, no.
Yeah. Oh! Zig's just showing, yeah, I see what you're doing. So a little bit of friendly banter between the top laners. Yeah, Zig showing that he's not afraid of anyone on that top side, already having played some very difficult opponents.
I also think it's a good matchup as well for Trundle. Early on, he definitely gets the better of it. Irelia, when she does hit her gigantic power spikes, and we're talking like 2-3 items, then she definitely passes Trundle, especially in dive power, getting that backline, because she could blow up Gate mid-game. It will be a big problem if Ray actually does get a Rift Herald buff and is able to get online and dive.
Have to see if once again Apex prioritized that Rift Herald over to the top lane.
Oh.
That has been their theme for winning, but no lane swap to start this off. Everyone starts off with a camp and goes to their native and standard lanes.
Level 2 there for Gate already. So Gate immediately picking up the Q and the W. No grasping roots just yet, so he doesn't have the CC.
Yeah, I think he might just be looking for that harass against the harass-based lane.
It's actually quite interesting because the power of Zyra went up drastically because you have access to your plants at level 1. So you do the camp really quickly. You don't take too much damage for it. And now you don't really have to put points into your W until level 3. But if you don't want to rely on the RNG and you want to have more consistent DPS and damage like this and get your Thunderlords off, then boom, you go straight for the QW. And that's the big thing about having Thunderlords on Zyra, is you throw the Q down and the plant will Q an auto attack immediately, and you pretty much get the Thunderlords 100% off of just one activation.
Bit of harass.
Nice.
On the top lane. Ray with a quick dodge.
Really smooth there from Ray. Ray is already applying pressure onto Zig because he has that level advantage and knows that Zig doesn't have access to the minion wave now to get level 3. It keeps him off it a little bit longer and just gives him some harass.
Yeah, Keane in the mid lane trying to do something similar. Zone Pirean away from the minions. Luckily though, Lissandra, relatively long range. Not too threatened by the pressure that Keane is putting out. As the junglers continue through standard safe path. Early recall this time out of Shrimp means he's going to pick up a Hunter's Potion. The Zentinel completes his first full clear and picks up the Scuttle Crab.
Yeah, Hunter's Potion is quite common for a lot of junglers that have a mediocre clear. It's for staying out longer. And Pirean,
oh, Gold
use
Guard
the claw.
catches him. Here comes Ray. Zig is going to drop the pillar.
If Zentinel flash cocoons,
Oh, the
Got
Cocoon is
him.
going to land without the flash. He's going to look for damage onto Keane, the Spiderlings. Oh, Zig is going to get first blood. Phoenix1. Are they going to continue chasing? They've got red buff on Zentinel. He takes a lot of damage. There's a flash there. Ray answers back. It's 2 for 1. Shrimp is going to take a bit more. Big flash over the wall. Gets him out.
exactly 2 for 1 for Phoenix1. But wait, there's more on the bottom.
Yeah, Xpecial is forced to flash away. Gate has Ignite ticking down. There's a huge shot from Apollo.
Got the 90 caliber net, got the headshot, and took him out. Gate still had flash, wasn't able to flash or react in time, and ate that net. Oh,
Yeah.
just got the HP back from the Mantra W.
Xpecial tries to get some snares onto Mash, but he responds once again with those lightning reflexes. Here's that play in the mid once again.
Yeah, Pirean had already used his E, so he didn't have it to go forward anymore or retreat. The TP comes in from Zig. Really well played here. The flash cocoon hits Keane. The flash for the slow on the chomp. Goes in the bush, gets the stun on the Zentinel. And then Pirean, beautiful flash root right there. Ray has to flash to continue to get the kill. They pick up more, and Gate steps on a trap. You step on a trap, you break your mother's back. Look at that. And then he gets rooted from Xpecial at the chase down. Didn't flash that either, and then steps on another. Oh man, I guess he stepped on another trap.
Yeah, I
Looks
think
like-
Apollo put that down.
I think he ate a trap, and he ate the 90 caliber net.
Oof. That headshot damage.
Yeah, Apex are playing this combination really well, because if you get the root off, you're gonna get a trap.
Very strong bottom lane from Follow and Xpecial. As they continue to answer back, Pirean finally able to take an advantage in the mid lane with that kill and assist.
Double buffs.
Yeah,
Gotta
got
help you out a lot.
double buffs and a catalyst.
Yeah, because when you have a blue buff and you have catalyst, you basically turn your mana into HP and then you keep getting mana back. So
Yeah.
you're pretty much invincible at that point. Level 6 Power Spike does come out though. Even though they could gank Keane because he has no flash or cleanse, they want to transition this lead to the bottom side, and you can see both Zentinel and Pirean have the same thing in mind. Shrimp on the opposite side of the map wouldn't be able to answer, and Keane is not 6 yet. There he goes, he just hit 6.
Yeah, they've cheated out of vision of the ward. They're going to catch Apollo. He's got his flash. He's forced to use it, and
Xpecial doesn't have it.
Xpecial is caught. There's the quick ult. Destiny Gate, they're going to try to convert a kill onto Zig. He's still only level 5. There goes a teleport. Looks like it's Pirean trying to help him out.
Well played there. P1, if Zig had missed this wave, he would have fallen very far behind on the Irelia, and that might have actually just been that lane going down. This turret's going to have so much damage on it, no TP to answer. If P1 are able to pick up this turret, it's a hefty advantage for themselves early on in the game.
Yeah, they've got it down to about half health and are continuing to burning through their mana to try to get it down. Apollo doesn't want to take any chances.
There's no
without a
flashes,
flash.
right?
Yeah, and the turret goes down. Phoenix1 take a hefty advantage.
Yep, the pull into the bush. Make sure that the wave is freezing towards them.
And meanwhile, Ray continuing to shove onto Zig on the top side. Very similar matchup, but with different champions from what we saw in the previous game, while Shrimp continues to invade into Phoenix1's jungle. Though for now, Phoenix1 seem content to let that happen as they have taken that advantage, about 1,000 gold very early on for them.
Yep, the value of an outer turret. Or I guess all turrets now, since they were equalized. Shrimp, though, taking a big chunk of damage there. Pirean doesn't have any AP at the moment in terms of his items, except for the Dorans. And he's still doing a decent amount to that Evelynn with nothing.
Yeah, Ray just going to continue trading with Zig. He's got a Doran's blade and
Yeah.
cloth armor, and he's still able to get the better trade.
Yeah, cloth armor actually helps out a lot versus the Trundle. I assume he's going to go for probably the Ninja Tabi.
Phoenix1
It's a
might
loud-
be looking for a very greedy play.
It's a loud buff.
They've invaded, and here comes Pirean
Oh yeah, they're
as well.
extended. They're too far past the halfway point.
Yeah, there's even a ward and a teleport.
Comes the Zerg.
Xpecial is going to be caught. Yeah, as you mentioned, the Zerg flash snare. They're locking down Apollo. Cocoon finds Xpecial. It's not going to be one, but 2 kills for Phoenix1.
And Phoenix1 collapsed so quickly onto that. The TP comes through all 5 members in this bot side. Ocean Drake on the table. They might get this bread buff as well. I assume you take it. You shove the wave up into the turret. And then you get your Ocean Drake.
Phoenix1 catching APX unaware not once, but twice.
Really exploiting that bottom lane. And Pirean subbing in has done a lot of work here. 100% kill participation for him. They showed up to his lane and he got a lot of early kills and used his flash there. And now he's putting it to use. They put resources into him and he's able to spread it around the map and even cause more pressure than Keane, who's on the Twisted Fate.
Yeah, Phoenix1 are now going to secure this Ocean Drake. You can see Keane, despite having that mobility built into his ultimate, has not been able to effectively use it as Phoenix1 are just a bit faster. Here they go once again. The ward instant teleport.
Once again, the flash W root from Pirean, and then the cocoon from Zentinel hits Xpecial simultaneously, so they actually lock up both members, whereas it might have been a flash away from Xpecial and a speed up, so he may have been able to get out of there. So it's a good lockdown from Zentinel to continue picking up kills for P1, who now sit at 5 and 2.
Zig tries to lock Xpecial into the turret for a bonus bit of damage, but doesn't quite land it.
Well, it still stops the recall from Zig, which is important. Because that bottom wave, it's going to take him a long time to get there. They pinged it out. Nobody's around the area to actually hold it. So now he has to go to the bot side with no teleport. Ray has that advantage. And right now is the time that Apex, if they see the opportunity to make a play, they need to take it. They have an advantage with Keane having his global up and Ray, whereas P1 have none at the moment.
You can see Phoenix1 trying to play the map with those Zerg strategies. They're going to defend this top lane.
I say you just force this down. You try to get Gate or you try to get Mash.
Oh, they found Shrimp. He tries to go in, and he's going to go down to the Ignite before he gets a chance. Ray even completes the teleport.
Oh, that is so big for Phoenix1. They pick up Shrimp on the backside. That pink ward, I believe, was already there, and it spotted him out when he walked by. They were not expecting that. Yeah, the pink ward was down.
The play from Apex gets read by Phoenix1. They're going to try to clear out these minion waves, but there's a good bit of damage onto the turret as it's shrunk down to half. Meanwhile, Zig has no teleport of his own. He's going to be still pushing on the far side while Pirean keeps Keane occupied. Don't let that Twisted Fate group up with the potential counter Zerg from Apex.
Yeah, but now what he's doing is saying, you guys cannot do Rift Herald right now. I'm shoving this gigantic wave into the bot side. Irelia needs to come here now, or else he loses this wave and he gets a little bit less of an advantage in this lane. It doesn't take it all the way to the turret, so he wards up.
Yeah, he has to go back.
He's trying to do it. He doesn't have Tiamat yet. Now he sees him on the pink ward.
Yeah. Ray going to continue to.
Where is that ward? Where is it?
Yeah, there he is.
Yep.
But as you can see, we're starting to see a bit of a difference between how Phoenix1 want to play and how Apex want to play. There is a large 20 CS lead for Ray. There's a 20 CS lead for Shrimp just by being oppressive. Whereas Phoenix1 finally getting the Zergs, finally getting the kills, and finally getting the objectives to follow it up.
And P1, it's just a fast and loose style. It's really group up, hit them quickly, and then everybody scatter again. And Apex haven't been able to answer objectives on the opposite side, right? Because it's something like Keane doesn't show up to that fight. Well, he's not able to push mid because Pirean is still there. Or when Pirean roamed, Ray and Keane were still in their lanes and they couldn't even take an objective off of it. All the turrets stand for P1. They got that early one down bottom, and Apex haven't been able to answer.
Pirean is in his returning match, has been able to keep Keane occupied despite getting some very aggressive ganks. Now Gate and Zentinel heading towards the top side. They've got double teleport.
Well, they're also wrapping around this turret. This turret is going to go down, and it might be the second turret here for P1 as they push up.
Yeah, they've got a minion wave with another one incoming with 3 members on the top side of the map. Phoenix1 may make the map rotation to take down yet another tier 1 turret. Apex, how are they going to try to answer? They've got 3 people grouped around the mid lane right now. Pirean's nice and tanky. He's actually going to get away from safety, so it might just be a turret trade as Apex head towards the mid lane.
Yeah, they're really trying to force this down on the mid lane. They can't stay there long.
Oh, misses the Ring of Frost.
They need to get this turret. It's not going to go down. That minion? No, it stays alive.
Pirean's actually chasing. He's going to ult onto Ray. He doesn't have the W, but they've got enough. No, he gets out. Shrimp is the target, and Phoenix1 with the play. Group up mid and counter push. Keane is going to take a lot of damage. He's forced to flash.
Beautiful play there. Pirean is on fire. Holds under turret, has the presence of mind to know that his team's going to make it there in that moment, goes forward, ultis Ray, and then immediately Gate flashes for the follow-up to throw down the ultimate, which catches Shrimp as well. Really well played there, and if they're able to give this over to Zig, it tilts the matchup, and
Xpecial! Pirean catches Xpecial with an amazing read to clear out the ward. Rift Herald is going to go over to Phoenix1.
And they're going to give it to Zig, so Zig now has that advantage over Ray. Down in CS, down in levels, so he desperately needs it, but he's been affecting his team on a very high level here. That turret so close to going down, and this was the play right here. Is goes forward, hits Ray with the ultimate, which causes the flash from Gate, and then the lockup, and they also get Shrimp in that knockup. Ray doesn't go down, gets out quite swiftly, and then they get the flash out of Keane as well, but no!
Oh, so close. He was right there, but unfortunately the turret finally goes down. So the play does eventually pay off for Apex.
Gold.
But nobody gets any gold for being close to it. Well,
They get the global, gold, they don't get the local gold.
But Mountain Drake is up in 20 seconds, and Phoenix1 have got a 2,000 gold lead. They've got a lot of stats as well with those early objectives that they managed to take. They're actually grouped up around the pit. Everyone is ready. Shrimp is on the top side of the map. Looks like they're going to be able to take this Mountain Drake. If they so choose, they might look for another Zerg kill on the bottom lane. No,
I think that they just go for the Drake. I think that the Drake is the easy thing to get here, and you start to build on your advantages.
Is that speedling getting speeded up?
Yes, that seed is really fast. It's coming to get you.
Okay.
Courtesy of Scuttle.
New fast growth serum.
Like that one too.
But yeah, Mountain Drake is picked up by Phoenix1. That's 2 Drakes and 2 turrets to 1 turret of Apex. Shrimp continuing to invade the jungle and try to starve out Zentinel, but it looks like he's okay with that.
Yep.
As Zentinel has just been playing the group game. Ray looks to solo this turret. Doesn't have
Zig's gonna get collapsed on right here.
Here comes 3 members of Phoenix1. There goes a teleport. Keane actually blue carded. They're trying to turn it around. It's 2 versus 4. Keane goes low and goes down as Zig has overextended now. He's finally going to drop, so it's a 1-for-1 trade, but this turret is in fact going to stay standing.
Yeah. Like you said, it was a 2 versus what, 3, 4?
2 versus
4, and they still trade 1-for-1, which gives time for Mash to push down the mid lane. And Keane won't have a way to get back here in time, so they're going to have to rotate Apollo up here. This turret's going to take some damage.
Mash and Zentinel shoving forward. Yomu's completed for Mash, so he should be able to get some good burn onto it. Xpecial tries to clear the wave out, but misses the casters. And this turret...
Thank God he didn't get casters.
Oh, man, Mash. Yeah, Mash is not able to take the chance. Doesn't want to risk it. And the turret gets shrunk down to about 200 health, but is still standing.
Yep. But of course, that's something that you can just revisit. And with your Mountain Drake, it's going to go down quite quickly. And now we're seeing split pushes finally online for Zig. He does have his Titanic Hydra. He's still falling behind in CS, and that seems to be the big problem here. But they're collapsing on him. He has to play scared. Ray is constantly getting, like, slowly and slowly more of an advantage, and is pretty much at that 10 CS per minute mark. Is playing really well, but they just can't exploit the advantage he's getting with Twisted Fate, because P1 are just collapsing.
Yeah, continuing to send people to the top side of the map. The turret goes down as P1 can't respond quite fast enough. Ray, a full level ahead, as you mentioned, 60 CS ahead of Phoenix1. There are some pings on the bottom side of the map as Phoenix1 are continuing to clear out vision around that dragon pit, trying to make sure they've got...
Keane has no cleanse. They see him. If he passes that halfway point, Pirean is going to go.
Cheats forward a bit, but Keane was able to bait it out.
And that turret's too low. Now 4 people come out. They came out of the trees, man. And now they just go straight for it. And they get the turret.
That's 3 turrets to 2 in favor of Apex. They've got a 2,000 gold lead.
Look at this. Just all those wards in mid lane really stop the Twisted Fate from doing anything. He feels like he can't push out, so they're trying to clear this vision. You see like a pink ward even went down there. And Xpecial
Over the wall, he gets bursted down.
the combo. Zentinel flash cocoons to follow up afterwards, so it doesn't even have a moment to attempt flashing on Xpecial's side. No Mantra E, no flash to get out.
Yeah, you were just talking about all that vision around the mid lane. It was originally for Keane, but it pays off in an unexpected way as Xpecial is the one who falls into the trap.
Right into the waiting hands of P1. And Pirean, they have the pick comp, right? And if you're playing a pick comp this aggressively, I love that the flash is being blown pretty much on cooldown by Zentinel to make a play. And it's really paying off for them. 10-3, but it's 2.5k gold up. It's not incredibly immense. It still is a large portion of gold for this point in the game at 20 minutes. And it's a hefty advantage, but it's not insurmountable. P1 still have ways that Apex can get back in the game against.
Yeah, I don't think we've actually yet seen a game where Phoenix1 have a gold lead at 20 minutes. This is new territory.
Yeah, the game that they came back against Cloud9.
They were already 30 minutes in by that point.
It was a 30-minute tower dive in the top side.
So, Phoenix1 boldly going where no Phoenix1 has gone before.
Towards the enemy nexus. They've done it once.
Yeah.
They've done it once. They're trying to come around the enemy in the bot side here. Apex Ray left to his lonesome here. Has to clear out this minion wave. Are they looking for Keane now?
Yeah, Mash is so afraid of getting collapsed on Keane.
He can't ulti or else he gets Trundle pillared. Oh, but he used it.
Oh, he gets the stun snare! Catches it from Gate. He flashes the wall, and he's still able to get away.
Yeah, Gate really swift on that. Keane doesn't blow his cleanse, just blows his flash to get over the wall. Took a large chunk of damage there. And Mash, meanwhile, looks like he had to blow both summoner spells.
Yeah, pretty big amount of summoners.
Yeah, Mash got engaged on the bottom side, and then he came up through the river and Shrimp caught him. And so he had to blow both his flash and his heal.
Phoenix1 just stole away the blue buff of Apex, finally starting to reclaim some presence on the map as Shrimp has been living in Apex's topside jungle with no repercussions for himself, though Phoenix1 have been able to pick up a few kills and turn a few of Apex's plays around. And it seems like right now Apex, they're playing on the defensive. They're playing afraid of Phoenix1, afraid of giving up any more golden objectives. Just taking their time, trying to wait out this advantage. As now double teleport is back up on both Zig and Pirean. They could look for yet another play. And the traps are being set. Phoenix1 are prepping that bottom lane for this next Infernal Drake. And any unsuspecting Apex Predator that might wander by.
They really want that Infernal Drake as well. It'll give them a big advantage here for themselves to start growing their gold lead. When you have this Drake, this is the Drake that helps you build on your own advantage the most out of all of them.
Yeah, that's Infernal Drake given freely by Apex. Phoenix1, 3 Drakes to 0, 22 minutes in. That means 2 more could spawn. They could be at 5 Drakes by the time we get an Elder Dragon if Apex continue to seed this map control over that side of the map.
Yeah. So they're seeding the map control, and at that point you really have to ask, what are they playing for in the future? Like, what are they going to do to win this game? So Apex, they're looking for eventually 1-3-1-ing. They want to have Apollo at least 2, possibly 3 items here, because you don't want to fight Mash on this power spike Lucian with Black Cleaver Youmu's, and your split push is just going to start growing more and more of a lead. Like, over time, Ray is just crushing Zig and CS. Keep allowing that to balloon. Don't give up too much in that time. And then eventually you'll have your 1-3-1 online with Keane, but Pirean can't answer Keane. That's the big problem here. That's the wrench, is that Pirean got fed enough that Keane has to be scared of him in the 1-3-1.
Yeah, you can see they're committing to a 4-1 right now. 4 members of Apex in the mid lane, and as you mentioned, Ray, so strong, completes his Trinity Force. They're going for a Youmu's second.
Yep, Youmu's. This is the kill the AD carry build. You want to go kill the squishy, dive straight at him with the armor penetration. And another note as well is Mash didn't build this way yesterday. Yesterday,
Oh, yeah.
as Lucian, he built the Essence Reaver, built Lord Dominic's Regards, and Phantom Dancer. He didn't go for this build, which I was quite confused by because it's incredibly potent, so much CDR for mobility. And Mash, I mean, in most of these fights, his problem has been that he's not confident enough to be in that front line, have the mobility and the protection that he needs, and it's a very self-sufficient build.
See if Mash can use that build to effectively do what he couldn't quite yesterday. Phoenix1, though, invade the blue side jungle of Apex and litter it with vision. They are controlling vision around that Baron pit now that Baron has spawned, and Apex are actually slowly but surely, methodically trying to clear this out to deal with the potential Zerg, the potential bush check of Phoenix1. As the top laners are splitting on the opposite side with teleport.
Yeah, big advantage for Ray. He's 1,400 gold up. Everybody else on his team is actually down in gold. Even the Twisted Fate with his passive still down 1,100 gold. The big one for me, though, is when I look at the supports, Gate is 1,500 gold up. He's got 500 more gold from his Eye of the Watcher than Xpecial has. He's just way more harassed, way more active. And he's also just getting this poke off. It's quite easy to do on Zyra, but it's just mounting on top of itself, and he's been able to buy multiple penetration items at this point.
Oh, there's the Destiny Gate. He's going to try to collapse in. Keane, is not going to be able to do enough. Gate goes down to Shrimp, though, as Phoenix1 gets Zerged themselves. Zig teleports in. Pirean tries to get onto the back line. Flash, snare, ult. He gets onto Shrimp, but he doesn't have enough as Ray rejoins the fight. Cocoon is dodged, and Phoenix1, huge headshot from Apollo.
Yeah, nice trap on top of where Pirean was, and immediately Apex strike back. If they get this turret, they're going to even up the gold just like that.
Yeah, Phoenix1 aren't able to respond to the play from Apex fast enough, and Apex with 4 shoved down the mid lane with a prepped wave. They're going to be able to take this turret and get themselves right back in this game.
Look at that gold, so close now. Off of that play, Gate gets caught out. They don't have this large source of CC and damage available to them. And that's what you have to worry about, is Zyra is incredibly squishy. I was talking about how the Irelia will jump on her and kill her. Well, the Twisted Fate can do that just as easily now, especially since he has the Zhonya's and close to the Lichbane. You pretty much pop her very quickly.
Yeah, Ray actually walked up with Apex. Phoenix1, though, going very aggressive.
Revenge!
They've caught Keane and Shrimp.
They get him.
2 kills.
That's Baron right there. You killed the jungler and you killed the person who can get right on top of you with his ultimate and even expose Baron to his team.
Yeah, Phoenix1 upping the ante as they re-dive onto Apex's side of the map, pick up 2 kills. They're now collapsing onto the Baron, and Apex are content to give it away as they now head towards that bottom side of the map. This is Baron for Phoenix1.
Phoenix1 looking really good right now in this series. This is probably the best they've looked so far. Keane throws the card. Gate, no hesitation, throws it. Really good pillar there as well. Got the flash out of Keane, so then Gate was able to line up the grasping roots and catch him out.
Yeah, very good play from Phoenix1 to bring themselves back to a 3,000 gold lead, though Mash is very far forward.
Yep.
And there is a very scary Ray. There goes the Destiny. Gate right on top of Gate. He's caught by a stun and obliterated by Apex. And Apex, Phoenix1 are actually split right now. Zig is on the far side. They might try to collapse onto him. Yeah, he is going to be collapsed upon. Does have his flash. There goes the claw. Pirean is going to catch up and Phoenix1 regroup.
Yeah, holds his ground there. Zig just starts hammering away. And he's able to get enough HP back from his ultimate.
Yeah, that's the subjugate used, however. Next team fight could be a bit tough for Zig. Ooh. Oh, he actually gets an excellent pillar.
Yeah, it has to go around, walk around.
But yeah, but in the mid lane, not able to break down that tier 2. They're actually going to start heading towards the jungle.
I think the Drake is the next thing for them.
Yeah.
Another Mountain Drake here helps them kill those turrets even faster in the next Baron if it does come up. But right now, Baron buffed up P1. they need to get their minion waves a little bit further up so that they can take advantage of it, because Ray's just shoving this one in top.
Yeah, the trade-off, Empowered Recall is going to get Zig there nice and quick, but that tier 2 is going to take a lot of damage from a full AD Ray.
Yeah, uses the Youmu's as well to help him beat down this turret. I think okay.
Oh.
Doesn't try to risk it. Maybe because he would assume that Pirean's TP is almost back by now with the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. It's a little harder to keep track of with an exact timer.
Mash now bringing the rest of his team down towards that bottom lane. They don't have teleport on Zig, but they've got a large minion wave and Baron buff. Still respecting the poke from Apollo and Xpecial, though. They're going to finally drop the turret. Once again, Phoenix1, very powerful with this Baron. Finally able to convert some advantages.
Yeah, possibly forcing a game 3 here as well. Phoenix1, last time they beat Cloud9 in game 2, they felt really good coming into game 3. We heard them in the rollout that one time going, that felt great. And they want that feeling again. They want to take down this Nexus and get another victory for themselves.
Yeah, they take down 2 tier 2 turrets. Ray split pushing once again on the opposite side of the map. Shrimp is going to stop the recall. And Phoenix1, seems like we're finally seeing some clear direction from this team. They are no longer just responding to what the enemy team are doing. They are making plays of their own and taking advantage of mistakes that APX are making.
Yeah, I think that the gank mid that set Pirean up was a play that APX were going for simultaneously, and P1 was looking for the same thing, except they had brought one more member to it earlier on. And I think the Lissandra from that point onwards allows you to be proactive, allows you to pick your fight and literally pick somebody off. And they were doing that against Xpecial, who's the majority of his team's deaths right now. Or I guess the most of his team's death.
That Lissandra coming up huge for Pirean. 3, 1, and 6 right now, really enabling his team to make picks. Zig, he's going to find Ray. And decides better of it. He's going to try to defend this bottom tier 1 while the rest of Phoenix1 split on the opposite side of the map. Now, Baron buff has fallen off of all of the members of Phoenix1, so this is just a classic push, but they still get there before Apex.
Classic push with the double Mountain Drake. It's going to be so fast.
Yeah.
Ray's going to have to try to answer on the opposite side. He gets one turret.
Yeah, Ray so strong right now. If he can find that backline, he can destroy them, but Phoenix1 not letting that Irelia anywhere near those squishy carries, just playing the macro map.
I really like this build from him as well. I think the Sterix Gauge is an item that we're not seeing enough on Irelia, because when you combine it with the Trinity Force multiplies your base damage for that attack, and it gives you 25% more base damage. And then it gives you 50% after.
Yeah, once the life grip activates. Phoenix1 looking for Apollo. Cocoon, that was a bit hopeful. And teleport is being used. There goes the Destiny Gate. Zentinel is going to be in the front. He repels away, and they try to dive into the fight. Those squishy carries we were talking about are destroyed, and Zentinel is running out. Zig teleports in late. Pirean is even in the fight. It's 3 versus 5 for Phoenix1, and they're trying to run it around. Shrimp will finally drop as the split members of Phoenix1 are retreating. It ends up being a 1 for 2.
Yeah, and if Phoenix1 get out of this, that's actually the best of an awful situation for them. Caught out in the jungle, and they were able to get away with, honestly, minimal casualties there after Ray went straight for the back line.
Yeah, very good recovery from Phoenix1.
Yeah, this is the kind of fight that Apex want. They want to have kind of entry kills. As soon as they show up, boom, there's the TP. He wants to get right onto Gate, right onto Mash. Gets him. Oh, Mash there. That looked a little late on the QSS. Not the same type of play, man.
Not quite as pristine as in game number 1.
Yep. Shrimp. Ooh, really well played there from Pirean. He throws out the claw, it hits Shrimp, and then he W's before he takes the claw.
Yeah, clean escape for Phoenix1 despite those kills. Now, next Drake is an Infernal. This would be the 5th for Phoenix1. That's up in 2 minutes, but Baron is going to be coming up sooner in 1. Already Phoenix1 returning to the scene of the crime, getting some vision. As they do have double Mountain Drake, as you mentioned, they can burn through it so very quickly. And Mash splitting on the far side, as he is wont to do. We'll finally have to group up with the rest of his team, though, as it looks like Phoenix1 might want to try to make a play on this. Ooh. Just a second too late.
Yeah, the back goes off. Ray has to go topside, though, if there's any contest of Baron. Going for a pick, though, that's actually very ambitious. Zig doesn't have teleport. He would have had to pick him off right quick and then head out.
Well, that was the pick that would have let them do Baron. If they got a kill, they can bait the Baron and force a fight.
Well,
so, again...
I think you can bait the Baron anyway. You just sweep out all the vision, you keep your pink wards in the right spots, and they have to face check you, or they use the ultimate from Twisted Fate, and then you just wait it out and do it again.
Xpecial trying to cheat forward, and they know that this could be the concern. Trinkets are used, and immediately Phoenix1 start the Baron.
Oh, the thing goes out so fast!
They're just trying to burn it down. They get it down to 3,000. They're actually going to be able to pick it up before APX can respond. Gate is in the back. He drops the disengaged Stranglethorns, but APX might want to fight this. Keane is split on the side and slaughtered by Phoenix1 as they continue to chase Apollo. Running for his life. There's the pillar. He's forced to flash, but I don't think Phoenix are done just yet.
No, I don't think so either. I think they want to continue to push. Top lane has a wave for them. Keane didn't have cleanse, got ultimate from Pirean, and the combo comes through. Pirean is fed, and that did not allow Keane to have a moment to Zhonya's, and that's why he goes down so fast.
Yeah, a very decisive play from Phoenix1. We could be seeing them take this, and yes, Apex cannot fight them.
Yeah, I think they're going to back off. Play it a little bit slower. Go get that Infernal Drake, your second one, because the Mountain Drake #2 helped them so much in killing that Baron. It went down like paper. It was just burned up.
Yeah, you can see Gate is actually on that side of the map trying to catch minions. Apex know that this is a huge priority for Phoenix1, so they send 4 members to that side of the map. But the Empowered Recall lets Phoenix1 get back and get there first. This is going to be an Infernal Drake unless Apex decides to contest it, and looks like they can't. They can't make it in time. Phoenix1 take their 5th dragon of the game. They've taken 2 Barons. They've taken 5 dragons. They've taken this first inhib. Phoenix1 are hungry for that game 3 and that first match win.
Yeah, Pirean, as soon as he hits his death cap, he's going to be able to blow up pretty much the entire game and get them that win. If that comes through, it's going to be absolutely insane. With those double Infernal Drakes, he's sitting at 620 AP at the moment. His combo does so much damage. I'm just looking at these bonus AP ratios. His ultimate does about 760 damage just in the tooltip. And Zig caught out.
Yeah, he's a little bit far forward. They know he can't
Doesn't have flash
there
for a
goes
few
the
seconds.
Subjugate. It's going to be close. Here comes Pirean. He teleports in from behind and destroys Xpecial. They can't burn through it. Apollo is engaged upon. He's flashless. Will dodge the claw, but the repel provides chase. Mash is going to get another kill. Phoenix1 have turned this play from Apex on its head, picking up 3 kills. They've still got the Baron buff. They could look for the win.
Yeah, Zig got incredibly tanky there. Phoenix1, they're looking for the push. They have super minions on their way on the top side. Zig is going to tank this up. They're going to shred through this turret.
Oh, they've got super minions coming in. As you mentioned, the inhibitor goes down. It's up to Keane and Shrimp versus 5. They're going on to the Nexus. Phoenix1 are going to take game #2, getting a few feel-good kills on top of it. And Apex go down to Phoenix1.
And from the